Come on in, Karen. I like doing interviews in the break room. You know, it's less formal. Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
So tell me, Karen, where'd you hear about the job?
I heard about it on the internet.
The internet, because we put it in print, we put it on different media, and we wanted to see. We're also taking a survey who's doing what as far as picking up jobs. So this financial institution, we're opening up a new branch, and we want to start a whole different way of doing things. For example, now you call up any bank or credit union or something like that, you get the recorded menu, and then you go to all those things. We want to have a branch where a live person answers. So tell me, what intrigued you about coming to work? Because we kind of described that in the ad. What made you want to apply?
Well, it seemed like a nice place to work, and I've worked a little bit in banking before, so I like dealing with the public.
You do like dealing with the public?
I do.
I couldn't imagine being in a factory or doing piecework. The public is so much fun because there's a lot of comedy out there. Don't you agree?
There is.
Tell me, what's your worst experience with dealing with the public?
I guess when somebody else is having a bad day, they kind of project that onto you. Maybe give you an attitude when you haven't done anything to warrant that, I guess. It's a little difficult to deal with sometimes.
So how did you deal with it?
Smile. That usually helps. Usually ask about their day, sort of maybe put myself in their position and say to them what maybe I would want to hear from somebody.
Let's do a role play, okay? Because I think that will let you really show me what you can do. I want to make this deposit and this withdrawal, and I want to change this over to my other account, and I am in a rush. Will you?
Yes,
can you
right away. How are you doing today?
Well, how do you think I'm doing?
I think you aren't doing rather well. Is there anything I can do to help you other than
You can speed it up. Okay, yeah, you can speed it up. That was kind of very uncomfortable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because in the real world there wouldn't be, well, maybe sometimes they are. What would you add? Now you know where we're wanting to go with this. We want to give very personalized service. What would you personally be able to bring to the table? Tell me.
Well, I think I have a really fun personality, and I like to joke a lot. So I think it's important to me to get to know people too, and I'm really good with faces and names. So when more customers come in and I get to know them better, I'll be able to, make them feel welcome and warm and stuff like that.
That's exactly what we want. Everyone says I never forget a face, but I
really
forget
don't.
names. But you will be able to put the name with the face.
Yes.
Not a problem. Okay. Because that's what we want. We don't want them to think of themselves or go away with the feeling that they're another number.
Right.
Because we really think if we can get them to feel special, they're going to be walking around advertising for us. Is there anything else that you think that you could add to what we're trying to do?
Not really. I guess as far as personal service, that's what I'm all about. So.
Okay, so we've done personal service, and it's obvious you're going to like dealing with the public. What about the tedium of doing research and looking through tons and tons of paper?
Well, actually, in my last job, I had to do that. I was actually in an office, and I dealt with a lot of research. I used to be an assistant buyer, and I worked with our receiving area, and there were also a lot of problems with that. So we had to research a lot of paperwork to find out exactly what went wrong with the shipment. So I think I'd do pretty good with that.
So you want to deal with the public. You're not adverse to dealing with minutia and tedium. What would you like to know about us?
Well, I guess the day-to-day operations, that sort of thing, and what my job would entail, other than the personal service.
Well, we're trying to increase traffic here. So we're going to institute some different programs, like when you come in the morning, you're going to grab a number, like let's say it's number 8. Customer comes in and happens to be the 8th customer, and you're going to say, today's your lucky day, you're number 8, we're going to deposit $5 in your savings account.
Nice.
We want the word to get around that it's just a random thing so that we can increase traffic. Now the purpose of increasing traffic is to make them also be here physically, where you can ask them, I've taken care of everything that you wanted to today, can I help you with anything else? Would you like to set up an appointment to learn about trusts or living wills? Because we have all these other services here.
Okay.
That's the purpose. That's what you would be doing.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Really, I think that's it.
I'm so glad you didn't ask if you're going to get paid for this next coming holiday.
No.
Because so many people do. Well, Karen, thank you very much for this interview.
Thank
Good
you,
interview.
Mr. Murphy.